Hey, blow the whistle. Thank you. I got my get well balloon here from Eddie.
Is this smaller than you expected?
I didn't expect a balloon. So I would say it's larger than I expected because I expected nothing.
Well, I went to the store and I'm like, I'm going to get him a big balloon because they sell like huge ones. Then I saw that. I'm like, that's even funnier.
Or did you go, that's even cheaper?
Well, and cheaper. It's a tiny little balloon that says get well.
Yeah.
Get well, buddy. Gosh, dude, this is crazy. It's the first time I've seen you since your surgery.
So I had surgery last week. I currently have my leg up in a director's chair because I can't. If it goes down for like 5 seconds, it hurts so bad.
The blood goes down to it.
This is the first day I haven't taken pain medicine, so it's been killing me all day.
What hurts? Your whole foot or where the surgery was?
I don't know. It all throbs. Like, I don't know that I have a way to differentiate it. But because we had to work, we're recording this on Sunday night, I took no pain medicine all day today.
Just because you want to like not do it? You want to show yourself you can?
No, I didn't want to come on and not be able to talk.
Oh, because it messes you up.
Yeah, big time.
Got it.
So I took no pain medicine. And the doctor was like, hey, I highly recommend you take your pain medicine. I said, yeah, but I got these shows I got to do. And he's like, I'm telling you, if you get behind, it's going to kill you. And I didn't know what he meant. Like, if you allow it to start hurting, it's hard to get it to not hurt. And I've been chasing it all day.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's been killing me.
Man, you should have just stayed on the medicine. That would have been fun.
Yeah, you know me.
Man, let me tell you.
Not how I vibe. But, yeah, we've just been hanging out at the house. I've done nothing.
You're just sitting down.
I'm stir crazy. Because it's nice to be able to sit and do nothing when you want to do nothing.
Correct.
It drives you crazy when you can do nothing whenever you have to
the
do
option.
nothing.
And you have the option to go do something, right? But you choose to do nothing.
Yeah, I can't. I have
have the
no
option.
options. And my wife's pregnant, so it's like neither one of us are like at our height right now.
So who? Oh God. So who does the like? Hey, will you go get me a?
She's been very proactive on getting everything.
Wow.
So she's like, this week, because the doctor's like, this is gonna be a bad week for you. She's like, this week I'll handle it all. And so I try not to ask too much. And sometimes I just get up. Like taking the dogs out is hard.
That's tough.
Because we have a bulldog that likes to run off in the woods. He won't come back. And he likes to like dive bomb and poop. Like he likes to run and just dive in it. So then that means we have to clean him up. So we have to go out with them. And I have 3 like modes of transportation. I have normal crutches, which suck.
Got it.
They have bruised up. So there's your armpit, the back of your armpit where those crutches go in. They have bruised that up so bad. So that's sensitive to the touch.
You would think that with technology, they'd make better crutches.
Well, they did. The other 2 things that I have.
Ah, got it.
They're just not crutches. I have one of those wheelies, and it's a cart, and you put your leg on it.
I've seen those.
A couple things with that. One, we don't wear shoes in our house. So I don't take that thing out of the house because if I take it out of the house,
The dirt.
it's just like wearing shoes in the house.
It's the same rule at the roller skating rink. If you have skates that have been outside, you cannot bring them in.
And that was her. That's her law. Roller skate rink rules in the house.
Yeah.
So I use that to get around the house, but we have stairs even on the bottom floor, which that's very difficult. So I can like roller to a certain point, and then I have what is like the prosthetic. So you bend your leg back and you put your knee in it, and you have like this fake foot.
That thing is awesome.
So overall, that's the number one.
Like Captain Hook would be jealous of that thing.
That
Wait,
is
did
the
he have-
most useful. He had an arm.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
A pirate with the peg
Peg
leg.
leg, yeah. That's number one draft pick, but it's not the easiest. The easiest is the rollie. You can just use this in more places, and it's easier to drive around with.
Dude, have you this is a stupid question. Have you put a shoe on that?
No.
You're gonna need to put a shoe on it.
No, it's not no, I'm not trying to make people think it's a real leg.
You know how like people with prosthetics, they put a shoe on the
Yes,
fake leg?
yes.
You gotta put a shoe on that.
Well, so here's the problem. Is that I've only been wearing one shoe on my good foot.
Right.
I can't find either shoe now. Like even walking down here,
I get that.
because I've been wearing flip-flops or like a sandal type thing on my good foot, I can't find either shoe because I split them apart and I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
So it's cold now and I'm freezing. I'm coming down. I have all these stairs to come down and I got no shoe on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cold. My foot's freezing. It's got rocks in the bottom of it. It's my good foot. It sucks, man.
Yeah.
I hope in 2.5 months or so, when I can use my foot and ankle again, because it's been bothering me for 2 years, that it will have been worth it. But right now, it sucks.
It'll be worth it. Are you at the point now where it's like you start thinking of all the things that you can do because you only have one good foot?
Not yet, because it's only been the weekend, and it's only been And I've had pain medicine the whole time.
Yeah.
And so I really thought about not taking any pain medicine because I don't want to get addicted. I have a fear, probably a bit irrational with some rational mixed in, that I will take one pill and the next thing you know, I need it for the rest of my life, every hour. And I took it because the doctor was like, you need to take the pain pills. It's going to be a nightmare for you if you don't. And so I took it and it didn't make me feel any certain way. It just made me go to sleep. And so I was like, cool, no problem. I didn't take it every 8 hours like he suggested. I just took it to go to sleep. And then I took it if it started hurting bad. Today I should have taken it.
What are you taking? You know what it's called? Percocet?
Well, nothing's called Percocet.
Try to go off the dome on that one.
It is hydrocodone.
Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
So I don't know if that's like a version of Percocet. I don't know which one's generic. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah. That's crazy. So like, yeah, man, you start thinking of Matthew Perry. I mean, that's how like a lot of those addictions started. You know how he got addicted? He on the set of Fools Rush In, he got in an accident on a jet ski. Really? And then some like doctor on set was like, "Here, man, take these." That's it.
I think that was Brett Favre's problem. I think he had a pain pill addiction because he had hurt himself so bad playing ball and was addicted to pain pills. I'm trying not to go down that road.
Dude, don't let it start, dude. Not with your foot.
I'm trying.
Not with your foot.
It's so weird because I put a picture up on Instagram of me in the hospital bed. It feels a lot more serious than just an ankle surgery. Whenever you're actually in, they have you strapped in. They're reading you your last rites. The priest shows up. Like everything. It's like for legal reasons, they have to make sure everything is covered.
Yeah.
They got... they're testing blood pressure. They're drawing blood. They got clips on things in case something goes wrong. Pull this, say this. Here's the magic word. Here's the safe word.
Yeah.
So you're doing. It takes like an hour and a half to even go in. And again, I went in and I had what they thought was a hole in my cartilage that had gotten so wide they were gonna have to put some cadaver cartilage in. Turns out there's a little more damage than they thought. Not much, but a little more damage than they thought. But they gave me the riot act. Like I was about to go in for open heart surgery.
Hold on. They told you this after the fact, or how did they know that something was different before they even went in?
No. They told me after.
Oh.
They give you all these images of the surgery.
Once they were in there and looked at it all. That's crazy.
They were like, here's what we thought. This is it. Also, this had to be cleaned up. We found another small hole here. We did the cadaver cartilage there. There you go.
Did you get information on whose cartilage you got?
Nah.
You didn't ask?
Nah. Felt like that'd be weird.
They'd probably be like, I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
I have to find their family for Christmas and like invite them over. I didn't want to know for my own lazy sake.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to like have a new relationship.
Yeah.
So I didn't ask.
Then go to throw the first pitch of the game. Like, here they are. They're meeting for
We're
the
all
first
together.
time.
And then what if I didn't like them and they wanted it back?
Right. So what was the whole process? Is like in and out?
Finished the show. Went up. They said they would give me the last surgery of the day because I said I had to work in the morning. And so they were like, so be here at 10:45. And I'm like, dang, that's cutting it close. Last surgery of the day.
Somebody's going to go play golf.
Yeah, exactly. So I finished the show. We did not do a part 2 on Friday because of that on the Bobby Bones show. Drove right over and they make you sign all these forms. And it's like, if something goes wrong in surgery, do you want to donate your organs? Now, on my card, I'm already an organ donor.
And your license.
Yeah, I don't know why they asked again. So I went to my wife and I was like, remember those stories about how people that write yes, if they're on the brink of death, they don't save them so they can donate them?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they're, she's like, just sign yes.
She's like, shut up.
Just sign yes. If something happens, you'll donate your organs. And so they walked me to the back. And so they're like, okay, put this gown on. And I'm so fearful they're going to look at my wiener when I'm asleep anyway.
Of course, dude.
Because I'm out.
Yeah.
But they let me keep my underwear on.
Oh, good.
So they were like, you can take everything off except for your underwear. And I was like, great.
Because wouldn't you, like, if you were working in that, like, wouldn't you, like,
no, I wouldn't.
Just
without
like
a doubt, no. Without a doubt, I wouldn't.
Depends on who it is.
No,
I think I might.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So I made the joke. Should I have written with a Sharpie?
Yes, on the right leg.
Like, don't cut this one, or dude, cut this one.
This is the one.
Yeah, he said people do that.
I'm sure.
My doctor did, yeah.
Because of the stories of people that don't do that and then they end up chopping off the wrong leg.
They check you like 4 times to make sure it's the right leg, even before they put anything in you.
What do they say?
Well, first they put a bracelet on you and they put it on my right arm and they put it on the opposite of the one they're supposed to cut.
Oh, see, that's confusing to me.
Well, I guess
why not
I guess
just
they don't
keep it
want
on
to. I guess they don't want to bump into it.
Like once you get opposites in, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, guys, left. Like,
And they're like, so which leg will we be working on? And I'm like, left. Great. Now which one again? They're trying to catch me in a lie.
yeah.
No, it's a left.
Cross examination.
Yes. So then the
gas.
yeah
The
anesthesiologist comes in.
Who's normal looking?
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
okay,
normal.
good.
Why?
My experience, not really normal looking people.
What kind of person does that to you?
Like, just they look like they haven't seen the sun in a while.
Oh, interesting.
Like, there's a certain kind of person that does that, and they always seem a little different to me.
Like hippie,
no,
Dracula?
yeah,
gothy.
yeah, like pale.
No, I heard the pale part when you said no sun.
Pale.
But like, what would their hobbies be?
Reading.
Okay, well, I would hope any anesthesiologist like reads for fun.
In a dark room. Like just like
yeah, you're very Bram Stoker right now. it's for sure Dracula.
I don't know. I've only done it like a handful of times, but every time it's a weird, interesting looking person.
The person was as normal as could be.
Good.
And he was like, hey, you can't roll out here with your glasses on. And I said, well, as soon as I wake up, like I can't see. So he put my glasses in his pocket. I thought that was super nice of him. I don't remember getting them back, but I did get them back because they recorded a video of me. I don't remember that video even being taken. And they're like, okay, so they put the needle in my hand
For
the
IV.
Mm-hmm. And so they're like, you're not gonna remember anything. And then from that point, nothing. I just remember waking up.
No way.
Nothing. And
Did they do a countdown or anything, or just? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
they might have done a countdown, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I remember when I was 5 years old and I had to go to the hospital. I'd ruptured my spleen. Very serious. I remember the mask and the countdown that they put on me. That's one of my first memories, is a mask going over my head. And they're like, we're going to count you back from 100. You're going into surgery. 99, gone.
You made it to 99.
And I don't remember this one at all.
Wow.
So rolled out and the doctor's like, here's how it's going to be. It's going to be a couple months, maybe even 3 months before you have it again.
This is post surgery.
Yeah.
Did it hurt immediately?
No, because you're out. It didn't hurt at all, even yesterday, because I was on pain medicine.
Really?
Today, it really got me.
Yeah, because you decided not to take your pain meds.
And I was like, oh, I can move around a little now.
Oh no!
It's day
you
3.
Danced? What'd you do?
Yeah. it's and I sat at the bar and let my feet hang.
The bar in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just clarify.
Yeah,
Like,
good
dang,
point.
dude, what did this
I
thing
didn't-
do to you? Went to watch some games.
I didn't
at
go
the
to
bar.
Losers. I didn't go to Losers. But then I let the blood get to it, and it just pounds like crazy. I watched a bunch of college football, obviously. I got to tell you, not really a great weekend for football.
Not really.
Just in general.
And your Razorbacks weren't playing.
They weren't playing, but we didn't lose. We played basketball. We lost.
I saw that.
That sucked.
Yeah, it was a close game.
Yeah, it was a good game against a good team. But it just wasn't like the most football fascinating weekend. Because college was fine. NFL, I'm going to tell you.
Not much going on. Cowboys aren't playing.
Yeah.
Not much to look forward to.
Kind of a crappy weekend.
Yeah.
I pulled a story because when we go to Vegas, we're not as good as we once were, but we could be that good one more time if we needed to, as
Sure.
Toby Keith said.
Yeah.
And so I love to play craps if I play. Again, I don't play much. When I was younger, I played a lot. I played a lot of blackjack, a lot of poker, some craps. And if you can get on a hot craps table, it is the greatest feeling. Because all these people you've never met, you'll never spend another 5 minutes with the rest of your life. You have nothing in common with, but you are a unit.
At that moment, you guys are having the time of your life.
There's a real connection. You're giving hugs and fives.
High fives.
And it's hard to catch a hot craps table. But when you do, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Because it's all winning. The thing about craps is easy come, easy go.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit down with a few $100 and it can be gone so quick. Or if you hit just for a bit, you can be up so much. And I read this story. A grandma named Patricia DeMario walked into the Borgata in Atlantic City. She had $100, just her and a friend. She broke a world record. She finally got the dice when it came to her. They went back and looked at the security footage afterward. She rolled 154 times over 4 hours and 18 minutes.
What?
Without losing.
Whoa.
It was the longest craps roll ever. She rolled for over 4 hours without hitting a 7.
That's amazing.
Except on the come out roll.
Of course. Crapping out or whatever.
Can
the
you
7.
imagine the joy at this table?
Dude. And then like after 30 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, you're thinking, all right, here we go. we're going to start losing. After 2 hours, you're still not losing?
4 hours and 18 minutes. The problem here is there are some people that probably have to leave.
You got to leave, man. Yep.
Because it's not even that they have to leave because of the winning, because I got an hour to go play. I got 2 hours to go play. Some of them are drunk. Some of them have dinner plans. If you're hitting and it's over an hour, and I've gotten into arguments with people about this. Like we have an appointment, a reservation.
Yeah. A show to go to.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't leave the table.
The granny's hot right now.
There had to be so many people that got into fights after this because they wouldn't leave the table.
Does it say how much like that table gave out?
No, but it says the odds of that happening were 1 in 1.56 trillion.
Oh, that's amazing.
To roll 154 times over 4 hours and 18 minutes without losing.
So I think it's amazing when that what do you call the small, big, small, tall, large? When you hit all the numbers.
Oh, yeah. On the top.
Big and tall, big and small. Or whatever.
I think they have different names, but yes.
I think it's amazing when that hits.
I hit one last time, and I don't always, but I hit one last time. Yeah.
So this is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Granny.
Yeah. Did you see where Mark Sanchez was fired from Fox?
No, official.
Yeah.
Done. Donezo.
And I think like his family was mad that he got fired like that.
What do you expect? Like
what happened?
Yeah, exactly. They must now feel confident that he was so at fault.
In the wrong.
This is just me speculating here. Yeah, they must now feel so confident that he was solely at fault that they can fire him without fear of repercussion.
Didn't you feel like you were pretty confident that he was
all that
just
I've
from
seen,
everything you've seen?
Yeah, but I don't feel like I've seen the full 360.
Yeah, I haven't seen all the video.
Like I've watched him like looking like a zombie walking down the streets of Indianapolis. Sure. I've seen the older man in the hospital. I've seen him in the hospital.
Yeah.
I've seen report, but I've not actually seen it. So I don't know. They must have enough knowledge because they're just protecting themselves at this point, even by keeping him on. But that's why he was fired and they were upset.
But like, don't the companies have to do like say this is going on, ongoing investigation? I think the court case is in December. Okay. Coming up maybe next month. Doesn't the company kind of have to pay if like say you can't work, you're on administrative pay, right?
Administrative pay, like disability.
Isn't that what it is? Like when you're
probably I don't know. I don't
so
know the
like
term.
They would have to pay him just to keep him on while this is going on. So
so if if he was there doing a game,
yeah, that's why he was there. Right.
That's a great point. They would have to keep paying him. I'm sure it wouldn't be so much that would affect their bottom line, though.
Probably not,
but you're right. If he goes and gets hurt
while he's
on
working
the job, for them, and there's gonna have to be some money that.
Right.
That's interesting. No, I don't think that's it. I think they just didn't want to get sued.
You're right. That's probably it.
Way later. But yeah, he was fired.
Did you see the story about the Cleveland Indians pitcher, Guardians pitchers?
Yeah.
Both, two pitchers, right?
Yeah.
What is happening?
The fact that they were only making $5,000.
I didn't know they were making $5,000. I mean, I saw that the total bet was, I think the money that I guess they won from those bets was like $450,000.
So every time they throw a ball, they got paid $5,000.
Whoa.
Both of them.
Okay.
One of them had a $20 million contract.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. So is this going to be a thing where we're just going to get more stuff now?
Well, there are more people involved in it, of course. But I would say this. There have been so many people involved in this, but because it wasn't legalized, we never knew about it because there were no flags to put up.
Yeah.
But now it's flagged immediately.
Because it's legal now.
Yeah. So as soon as something seems off, like the UFC fight last week, as soon as something seems off, and it's going to be a massive story where there were probably things like this happening, maybe not balls, because I don't know that every bookie was doing live in-game bets.
Yeah.
You'd have to be sitting with your bookie, doing live in-game.
Yeah.
So even the prop bets.
Because that's what these were. These were
ball strike prop bets.
Right?
No, I think just pitches. Next pitch.
That's what we were doing at the Cubs game.
We for sure were.
And let me tell you, the UFC stuff, they fixed it because I did well this weekend.
Wow. So you think the only reason you lost is because...
Dude, how is it that they all of a sudden have a gambling thing going on? Ooh, FBI's involved. And then the week after, I start hitting all my bets again? Uh-huh.
What's the correlation here?
Well, they were rigging it, dude.
So they were rigging it. So they rigged it so you would lose.
Not just for me, but for all the people that kind of watch UFC and know what's up.
It's holding you back. They were getting paid $5,000 every time they threw a ball. and they had one of the guys had a $20 million contract. Like he was putting himself at that much.
Gosh, that's crazy.
I got a lot of feedback over your race car interview.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. I can read you some of them.
Is it good?
Just finished listening to Eddie's podcast. We're in Fresno. Hold on.
What? No. Why are you holding on?
Wait, I gotta find it. Okay, here we go. We're in Fresno. Well, because I accidentally hit the thing where it shows you like a carousel with the songs.
Oh yeah.
You know when it flips between them and plays some song?
Yeah.
It flipped on me, and I was like, why did it flip?
What pictures?
Well, I screenshotted all of your images.
Got it.
The people had sent me from DMs.
And what song did it pick?
I turned it off because it started playing the music. That's why I was like, hold on.
Okay.
Eddie and
Okay.
and wait, let me get through it. Haha. Nonetheless, I actually enjoyed his interview. I'd say he had solid questions, but as soon as the interview started on the interview, I couldn't stop laughing.
What?
I think they mean when we started. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Spell check.
Exactly.
You're going to be a critic.
Here's another one. The voice he was using was definitely pedo Edo.
What?
It went downhill a bit after Eddie asking about socks.
Oh, that was funny. I just asked if he was sock shoe.
When he puts them on?
Yeah, because he says he likes everything kind of the same way every time he gets in his car. Like everything I do, like a seatbelt goes on first, then I got to do the steering wheel. Like, so I asked, like, are you a weirdo? Like, do you do sock shoe? He's like, no. It's like,
he did laugh at that question.
He did laugh.
Eddie did a good job on the interview. He started off a touch exuberant in the beginning, but once he settled, the interview was smooth and flowed nicely. Eddie did a great job, but he did stutter a few times. Nothing bad.
Oh my gosh.
Here's one from Tracy Van Vliet.
Where's she from?
I haven't got there. I don't know. Bobby, I thought Eddie did a great job in the interview. I got into NASCAR. Oh, I'm not into NASCAR, but he made the details part interesting without being too technical. He also brought in the human side, which was fun and random, but my daughter and I took your advice and placed a bet for Arkansas to win the national championship in basketball. Well, that has nothing to do with it, but sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool, though.
Yeah, thank you. So, overall, I would say they gave you a solid B.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, and although the criticism was very nitpicky, but I get it. It's fine. We asked for it. You asked for it.
Yeah. All right, let's get over and talk with Brandon Marcello from CBS Sports and 24/7 Sports. Brandon was at the Texas A&M win over Missouri, so we'll talk about that. And Texas A&M not sucking. Usually they start sucking about this time. They're not sucking at all. Follow Brandon Marcello on Instagram at Brandon Marcello. Here he is, Brandon Marcello. Let's welcome Brandon Marcello back to the show. Hey, I was reading your article about Texas A&M, and I, like you wrote, am very surprised to not see them flounder as November hits. Why is this team different, Brandon?
Well, number one, Jimbo Fisher isn't the coach or Kevin Sumlin, but also they're just really well built in the trenches. They've done a great job in the portal, but also with some of the holdovers of talent that was recruited under Jimbo Fisher. Remember a few years ago, they had the best recruiting class ever that's ever been rated, according to 24/7 Sports. And there's still some pieces there from that. Also, Marcel Reed, the quarterback, is just phenomenal. I don't think he's getting enough kind of recognition and push out there. He's really improved as a passer this year. He's a little bit more patient in the pocket. Last year, he was just taking off and running quite a bit. But this year, that hasn't really been the case. And, I think that early season win against Notre Dame is really what kind of got their motor running. And they're clicking on all cylinders. They're undefeated. They're 6-2 in Mike Elko's 2 years on the road, and it's a complete flip from what the previous regimes have been there in College Station.
How would you rank them with the three, Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M?
I would probably still put A&M at 3 right now, just because of what Indiana has done to practically all but 2 opponents, just absolutely blowing them out. He had a rally, of course, against Penn State this week, which was a crazy ending to the game. And Ohio State just seems to be more complete, especially defensively. And, I know the College Football Playoff Committee chairman actually said last week that the differentiator there from A&M between those two, Ohio State and Indiana, was the defense. And if you look at the numbers, they're exactly right. A&M's defense is just kind of average in some of those numbers, and they got to improve on that. And even in their big win against Missouri this week, where they won by 21, they still allowed several explosive plays, especially on the ground. And it's that lack of consistency that could probably end up coming up and biting them here when they play a tougher opponent.
What does this mean for Missouri? They weren't expected to win, but they weren't expected to get routed at home.
Yeah, it's the writing's on the wall as far as like what the program has been the last 2 to 3 years. They beat everybody they're supposed to, and then the teams that they're equal to, maybe a little bit below, they just can't beat under Eli Drinkowitz right now. They're 0-3 against ranked teams this season, similar record last year. It's just whenever they get the type of games that you need to win at home, they can't do it. Alabama earlier this season, and now Mizzou, both at home. You got to split those two if you want any hope of getting in the playoff, and a great team should be able to do that. One thing that hurt Mizzou, I should say, is that they play their third string quarterback as a starter because of injuries. A true freshman, and Matt Zollers, who he only completed 7 passes against A&M, and that's the lowest amount of pass completions by a Missouri quarterback since I think 2016. So it wasn't really going to be their day potentially anyway. But even when they've been healthy and had a lot of pieces together, they can't get that top 25 win they need.
I always like to see a team play after their coach is fired, and we got to see Auburn play. I don't know how much of that you got to watch because that game ended up being way more of a game than I thought it would be. Were they a talented team that plays better without their head coach, or were they just a fired-up team that really didn't have personnel and they were playing off emotion?
I think it's both, actually. I think that Hugh Freeze just absolutely held them back offensively, and you saw that. I mean, Vanderbilt's pretty good defensively, and for Auburn to go on the road and score, 38 points in regulation, by far their best point total against an SEC opponent all season. That tells you something was going on with the play calling. Auburn's super talented offensively. Their one weakness offensively is the offensive line. They've got a receiver room that could have been top 5 in this country this year, and they didn't utilize them correctly. They've had to bench their $1.5 million quarterback and bring Ashton Daniels in as a starter. But I will say, like, the big issue I had with them is that, DJ Durkin, their defensive coordinator, takes over as head coach, and it's the defense that sucked Saturday. It was the offense that, I mean, it's almost like they went, okay, we got to fix this offense. And DJ Durkin, like, put all of his eggs in that basket, thinking his defense would hold their own, and they absolutely didn't. So let's see how they respond these next couple of weeks. But when you get this late in the season, and you change coaches, teams usually show a little bit more of what they could be in that initial game, that the afterward. But they always, if they're in a tight game, they lose it almost certainly the same way they've lost games all season. And that's kind of what happened with Auburn against Vanderbilt there in overtime. And you even saw it with Arkansas, and you've seen it with LSU. Like, just the certain types of losses continue for those programs, no matter who the coach has been.
I was watching a lot of Auburn Twitter, and they are very passionate about DJ Durkin, one way or the other. Is there any shot he's in now the top 5 to get that job?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. I think he was beforehand. I think he still is. He's definitely not number 1. I can tell you that. Especially with Tulane's John Summerall doing so well and beating Memphis on the road this week. Memphis had won, I think, 11 straight at home, and they went in there and beat them. And he's going to be up for a lot of jobs, or several jobs, I should say, including Arkansas. But I think Auburn's the one that just makes a lot of sense for them, for both parties. And I think for Durkin, though, for him to rise in that top 5, he's going to have to win his last 2 games, and that includes beating Alabama there at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
You had Cal as your most impressive win this week as they beat Louisville. That's a pretty tough loss for Louisville, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the ACC is just an absolute mess right now. There's 5 teams with 1 loss in the standings, and good luck trying to figure out who's going to be in Charlotte for their ACC championship game. I was really high on Louisville after the way they beat Miami. Jeff Brom, I think, is still one of the top 15 coaches in the country, but the way they lost that game, especially late, the late game clock management was dreadful in regulation when they were trying to drive down the field. They couldn't do anything. They threw a ball when they shouldn't have in the middle of the field, and it burned clock, and they didn't have any timeouts remaining. Very just kind of head-shakingly bad loss, not just because of the result, but also how they got there, how they lost that game. But Cal JKS, their quarterback, has been phenomenal all season, and you've seen them clawing their way and potentially going to have a breakthrough at some point. But I was shocked that it ended up being against Louisville. I thought it'd be someone more mid-tier in the ACC.
The Texas Tech BYU game ended up, I think how a lot of people felt it would end up. But when I was watching that, didn't watch all of it, it did look like Texas Tech physically was a dominant team over BYU. Did you feel the same?
Yeah, Tech is just going to be – Tech's got the most talented roster in the Big 12. I want to see their offense, though, be more explosive. I got to see more of them through 4 quarters before I can say they will be a threat in the playoff. There's just so much more there that they could be tapping into. There's a couple of teams like that are in the playoff hunt right now, or will be in the playoff. Texas Tech offensively, and same with Oregon offensively, it just seems like they're just not hitting on all the cylinders that you're expecting with all the pieces they have. And I'm really curious to see how they do in their last 2 to 3 games and whether they can kind of rev things up more. Because if Tech just gets to a point where, they're falling 2 drives short, like it's Tech watching that game. Like I felt like there's like 2 more drives there where they should have had touchdowns. You can't do that every single week in advance in the playoff.
Oregon and Iowa was an ugly game. And that's the kind of game that I felt like Iowa wants to play. And I think, Oregon just outrained them. They kicked the field goal at the end. Whenever I think they were maybe the 3 or the 5, they had to drive 90-something yards in order to – I was like, Iowa doesn't drive 90 yards. So Iowa's always played that same style of ball, though. Are they going to have to completely change full administration to throw the ball, to have an offense that can go 90 yards? Because you kind of knew they wouldn't win that game when it got close, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a whole new coaching staff for that to change, and that's not coming anytime soon, it looks like. It's funny. I have a writer friend up there who, like, it almost like I always tease him, like, every summer. He's like, hey, things are going to be a little bit different, the offense this year. And I go, no, it's not. They're going to keep running the ball. They're not going to throw the ball often. They're not going to do any hurry up. So he's like, oh, I'm telling you, they're speeding things up a little bit this year. You're going to be, no, it's the same old, same old. And hey, it's Kirk Ferentz wins that way. But, going into this past week, Iowa's in a great position. They've been playing very well. And they had Oregon this past week, and then they would go to USC, 2 teams in the playoff hunt themselves. And if Iowa won both of those, Iowa would be in the playoff, which I don't think a lot of people saw. And, they're 1 kick away against Oregon from getting one of those 2 steps done. But now those hopes are over.
Let's go playoff. USC wins. How do you feel about USC making the playoff?
Not very consistent. I still think maybe Iowa could even beat them, even though Iowa has to go all the way across the country. There will be obviously a lot of resume comparisons to be made within the Big 12, and also especially with USC against independent Notre Dame, with Notre Dame winning that head-to-head, Notre Dame being a 2-loss team. Some interesting conversations will have to be had there. I think USC is like one of those teams, much like BYU this past week. We kind of just sit there and we're expecting them to lose at some points. We're not really discussing them as a playoff potential, but they could do it. Jade Mailava, the quarterback, is great, but they still leave a little bit more to be desired defensively for me.
What about the 3 SEC teams with Vandy, Texas, and Oklahoma? Any of them have a shot to get in?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And I think the most interesting conversation we might end up having is what happens if Vanderbilt finishes with only 2 losses and Texas has 2 losses, or the more interesting one, Texas has 3 losses, but they have a head-to-head win against Vanderbilt. Is there a potential there where we might see a discussion about 3-loss Texas getting in over Vanderbilt, a 2-loss team? I think that's something we got to discuss.
Also, Texas having
that were to come,
the head-to-head over Oklahoma too kind of erases. If they're even, Texas just gets it, right?
Right. Yes, I think so. But also, we gotta watch what happens in the Big Ten. The Big Ten, I said in the preseason, and I kind of continue to say it, they look like a 3-bid league. The ACC looks like a 1-bid league. Big 12 looks like a 1-bid league. And if that continues, that's really going to help the SEC out.
Have you heard anything regarding any of the spots coaching-wise? Because we get started at Wisconsin, it looks like they will not be hiring a new coach.
Yeah, Wisconsin's sticking with Luke Fickell. They made that official this past week. Nothing really too groundbreaking on the coaching carousel as far as candidates. I keep reminding people it's still super early. They're still vetting out guys, still talking to agents and everything, trying to get a feel of where the chessboard might move here over the next few weeks. Again, I think, the second to last week in November, and especially that last week of November, things will really start heating up when you'll probably hear like that there's three guys in the mix here at this job or two here where this is the number one target. But with some of these jobs that are open, especially like in Auburn with John Summerall and Tulane, there's some very clear like leaders right now in those jobs, like James Franklin at Virginia Tech. But now there's a name people are going to start paying more attention to is Bob Chesney out of James Madison. He's someone that could be very much involved in a couple of jobs, especially Virginia Tech. But it all depends on what these coaches and their agents say over the next few weeks.
I saw the picture of the James Madison coach supposedly at Virginia Tech getting off the plane. I don't know what to believe anymore at all.
It's fake. It's actually, I looked at that. It's actually a photo of him getting off the plane for their game this past week. It's not, it's, someone just took the picture and said, you can put any word under anything nowadays, and some people will believe it as long as it catches fire.
Yeah, the message board post said, like, my wife works at the airport and took this picture. And I was like, that's enough proof for me. I guess it looks like it's about to happen.
No, just getting off the plane for game day or the day before the game, traveling.
Who would you say the two or three coaches are that have really moved up into the conversation to get one of these jobs? Because you just mentioned one from James Madison, and North Texas has a guy as well. But who would you say those coaches are that are now in that mix?
Like John Summerall, as I mentioned, Eric Morris, Bob Chesney. It's interesting. We're not talking a lot about coordinators potentially, but there's going to be some coordinators that will have to fill these jobs because there's going to be so many. So like a Will Stein at Oregon, who's the offensive coordinator there, is someone to watch. And then even some former head coaches who are out of the game. Former Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald. He's going to get back in it. He's going to be a candidate somewhere. You're going to hear his name come up at some point this year. But the names that you've kind of been hearing the last couple of weeks is really the ones that just continue to kind of gain buzz. I wouldn't be surprised. Another name out there that maybe will catch more heat is Colin Klein, the offensive coordinator at Texas A&M, who, of course, was previously at Kansas State and a Kansas State alum, former quarterback. I think he's someone who's fast on the rise and might get some nibbles as well.
All right, two final questions. I'm hearing nothing about Jon Gruden anymore. Not that I ever thought that was really real. He mentioned he'd love to coach in the SEC, and I watch all of these SEC Twitter teams and clubs, and there's really not a lot of Gruden rumors anymore. Do you think he'll end up in college football?
As of right now, no, I don't see it. And I haven't heard his name come up even among like top 3 candidates at some of these jobs. But also remember a lot of the jobs that are open right now are power conference teams. And my question for Jon Gruden now, and I haven't spoken to him in over a year, but when I spoke to him about a year ago and he's talking about maybe coaching college football, it didn't strike me that he'd be ready and willing to go coach a group of 5 or group of 6 school. And that might be what's on the table for him if he really wants to get into it. I mean, if he really wants to be a college football coach, that's probably how he's going to have to start things. I mean, I know we've seen these celebrity coaches, as we try to call them, like Deion Sanders or Trent Dilfer, get jobs, but Dilfer had to get in a group of 6. And Deion Sanders is just different from everybody else because of his pedigree. And for that matter, Deion Sanders coached Jackson State for a couple of years. He had to work his way up even to Colorado. So I don't think Jon Gruden could just jump into it and expect to get a job like, say, Bill Belichick did.
Let's finish on a Heisman question. Any chance a defensive player could win it this year?
I don't see it. I know there's some increasing chatter about that, especially at Texas Tech, but I don't see it. I think it's going to be a quarterback award this year, especially after what Fernando Mendoza did this week, leading Indiana down the field in that final drive and throwing that touchdown pass that had been reviewed in the back of the end zone. I think Mendoza just had his Heisman moment. I think he's the favorite right now. I'm sure it is in the betting books too. I think Marcel Reed at A&M, who I watched in person this week, he's going to continue climbing. If A&M wins out this regular season, I think Marcel Reed could very well be maybe the runner-up finisher there. But to me right now, this award is coming down to the two quarterbacks that are undefeated in the Big Ten, Fernando Mendoza and Julian Sayin at Ohio State. And it'll be interesting to watch. But I will say this. I think this has probably been the dullest Heisman Trophy race in recent memory that I can remember.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you thought a defensive player had a shot this year because, again, it feels like every week there's a couple guys that go up a little, that go down a little, but there really hasn't been, except for before the season started, an absolute favorite. And before the season started, none of those guys, the Nussmeyers, the Arch Mannings, the DJ Lagways, the South Carolina, none of those guys are in the mix now. So it's just kind of been a weird year for the Heisman.
Yeah, and you got DJ Lagway, who was benched this week at Florida, and they lost. Of course, Florida, don't have a coach anymore, but like, it's incredible how the preseason prognostications now are more wrong than ever, and it's because of the transfer portal NIL. You just don't know what to expect these rosters. I don't know the exact numbers, but I mean, we had the number 2 team go off to the worst first 8 or 9 game stretch in college football history, Penn State. You had Clemson, a top 10 team, who some people picked to win the national championship this year, absolutely fall apart. Florida State rising quickly into the top 12 after being Alabama and just looking like an absolute shell of its former self. It's more difficult than ever to try and put a finger on what a team's going to do, and for that matter, what an individual is going to do.
As I often say, it's hard to finger the Heisman.
All the time.
All right, Brandon. Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, Brandon. Hey, final segment. How'd you feel about the Cowboys playing
Cowboys playing when?
on all Sunday?
What do you mean?
They didn't play.
No, I didn't. They didn't play, so I didn't do anything.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that?
That's cool. I mean,
do you like it or do you not like it?
I like the week off. Yeah. And now I don't have to worry if they won or lost. Because, dude, that like last week, that carried on for 2 days. 2 days, the heartache. And then finally I got over it.
The Cardinals game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid, dude.
Well, Arkansas didn't play either. And we've been losing a lot. And I think when we're winning, or if I think we have a chance to win, I don't like the off week. I really didn't mind it.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe it's because
good
we had a
break.
basketball game that night. I had something to really look forward to, but then we lost that too.
Yeah. But I did think about that, and I thought, like, is that part of the scheduling? Like, okay, their football team has a bye
No.
then. Okay, because that's perfect. And they even promoted it all week.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Michigan State.
I mean, that's a big early
Yeah.
college basketball game.
You still like how they look?
Yeah.
They play well.
Yeah, dude, it's their first away game. It's like their second game of the year.
Yeah.
We went into Michigan State, hostile environment, and I thought we should have won the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Thought you were going to win the game.
I think Cal, our head basketball coach, has scheduled every Elite Eight team from last year. We're playing them this year,
Oh.
which is crazy. No one's ever done the history of basketball.
Why would he do that?
He wants to play big teams. He's like, let's
Get
play.
you ready.
Get us ready.
I like it.
We're not going to go in and not be ready.
I
And
like
here
it.
I am going, well, we're not going to go in if we keep losing all these games. We're used to losing. I watched a bunch of college football, parts of a bunch of games, because, again, with my foot messed up, I really wasn't able to move around. Big Ten football looks so slow.
Compared to SEC.
Maybe it's just they have more white guys per 11.
That's funny.
That could be it, because the more white people in the 11, the slower you are. And like, I watched Indiana and I watched the Indiana Penn State game, and they just look slow. They won.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
I think it's the way the
white
more
dudes?
white people you have, the slower you are.
Just a little slower.
That's really what I feel. Their quarterback looks slow. Like, he
Yeah.
had that pass at the end of the game. Like Marcello said, his Heisman moment. But he looked slow, and he was running the ball a lot. And their coach, Signetti, he's only likable as a caricature. He's not likable.
as a person.
Yeah. Because even before the game, they were like, hey, so Penn State's never won here. And he reminds me of... I don't want to say who he reminds me of, but because he does remind me of somebody.
Okay, we'll
But
move on.
he reminds me of somebody. He's like grabs a mic or gets close to it. And he goes, "Yeah, but this team's never played here." Then like walks off. It's like, dude, we already know you're good. You don't have to convince us. You don't have to be hard. And then like after the game, there was he's just so like in your face, but not like cool in your face. Like he's trying to prove something in your face.
Yeah.
But he wins, so he is proving something. Yeah, I don't think Cignetti's that likable. I think he's funny. I like him for what he brings to college football and what he brings to Indiana. That's not a football school.
No, it's not. It's a basketball school.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I root for Indiana because of that. As a human, I don't want to have dinner with that guy. I want to hang out with him. But I think what he brings to football is really good. I made a couple other notes. J.J. McCarthy sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, he almost got Justin Jefferson killed like 10 times in that game. That was an ugly game anyway. Most of the games were ugly. But I think they were soft benching him before they let him come back.
Yeah.
Like Carson Wentz had to like fully have a shoulder ripped off before he was. J.J. McCarthy sucks.
Yeah, he's not very good. It sucks because you think that they did see more in him, or that he was going to be their forever starter, but no, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Well, and Kevin O'Connell is the quarterback whisperer
Yeah.
in Minnesota, so maybe they will get him to a place, but he looks lost out there.
And Josh McCown, his quarterback coach, went to college with him.
Did you just throw that in at the end?
Yeah. How cool does
I was
that
like,
sound?
what does that have to do with
I
anything?
went to school with Josh, man. Yeah.
Did you know him?
Nah, I never met him.
Another note I have is that the Bears also suck, but they keep winning.
I know. Isn't that crazy? And they're all comeback wins.
Yeah. And again, it's not like they were world beaters and they beat a team that was great this week. But it
Sure.
doesn't matter. You get
It
in
does
the NFL,
not matter.
a win's a freaking win.
Yep.
Jackson
Dart, I thought he died for a second.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. He just kept getting murdered.
So the Bears are winning, and I think they kind of suck. The Giants, Jackson Dart, is losing, but he's kind of good.
Yeah.
I never really thought that he would have a successful rookie campaign. Hey, did Daboll get fired? Or did I just see a tweet where people were acting like it?
No, he didn't.
He didn't get
They were
fired?
acting like it though.
Did you see that too?
Yeah, they were like, he's out.
Yeah,
Never saw that.
Jackson Dart got a concussion.
I like his style of play.
Me too. I know I don't like the necklace, but I love the style. I know.
You've
And
said that.
I
You've
was
been-
rooting for the Giants. I was wanting the Giants to beat the Bears. But yeah, I like Jackson Dart.
Didn't I see, did he just get like a hot girlfriend or something?
Just get one?
Just popped up like he's dating somebody famous.
I don't know. Mike, would you Google that? I don't know if it's true or not, but I've seen plenty of TikToks where people at Ole Miss claimed that
They
Or
hooked
a
up
couple-
with him?
that he was like cheating on his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's not with that girlfriend though anymore, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if he's dating anybody. Who do you see?
He's linked to a model named Marissa Ayers.
That's her. Yeah, dude, super hot. She popped up on my Instagram. It was like officially dating. I'm like, why am I on this? Why is this my algorithm?
I don't think they're officially dating. Though.
Oh, okay.
Anything come to mind from the games you watched?
No, just I hit a couple of touchdown bets, which I've never hit those because it's so hard. What I like to do is on the start of Sunday is pick one touchdown from every game, right? So just one player to score a touchdown from every game, and if I'm lucky, I'll hit one, and that payout is like $20,000 for like $1 bet.
Yeah.
And I finally hit two. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go smaller this time. I'm going to get 2 touchdown people, and they scored. They both scored.
Oh, so you only did 2 overall?
I only did 2 overall.
And then you hit it?
And then I hit it. I won $50 off that.
Off $1 bet?
Off $1 bet. Because it was like Rodriguez from the Commanders and Jennings from the 49ers.
Did you bet on Sam Houston State?
Oh, dude, let me tell you. On Friday, I'd say Friday at 5 o'clock. It was like almost sunset. I got a beer. I was sitting outside my backyard. And I just looked up. I told you I don't look up a lot. And I looked.
You did.
I looked up to the sky, and dude, I'm not kidding. There was a cloud in the shape of an S, a perfect S. I've never seen a cloud in the shape of an S. So I was like, what can that mean? And I was just happened to be looking at DraftKings, and I saw that Sam Houston was playing Texas Tech in basketball. I'm like, yeah, Texas Tech's really good. Let me just bet on them to cover. I bet Sam Houston to cover. They covered. They played well against Texas Tech. And then on Saturday, they were playing Oregon State. I'm like, no chance they're going to beat Oregon State. I bet them to beat Oregon State. They beat Oregon State.
Because of the S.
Dude, I call it whatever it is, but I saw that sign in the sky, and I'm like, this is it. God's telling me to bet Sam Houston State.
I have a bet going on right now. It was a 5-bet parlay.
Did you see it in the sky?
I did not, but let me explain to you where I am. So I bet Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown score. He
Okay.
hit.
Got it.
Good.
Puka Nacua anytime touchdown score.
Got it.
Got it. Matthew Stafford 240 plus passing yards. Got it.
Okay.
Mac Jones 220 plus passing yards. Got it. The only thing that I don't have is a Christian McCaffrey touchdown. and I bet $300 to win $2,300.
Where are we in that?
We are, I believe, like 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and you-
8:29.
Make it happen.
And they're down. Okay,
They're down 2 touchdowns, but McCaffrey catches the ball a bunch.
he
too.
does.
So if everybody listening, if McCaffrey ends up with a touchdown, I just hit for $2,300.
That's huge.
I did hit a strong one. I didn't bet much yesterday.
Oh, I saw that. The one you sent me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, let me see.
I hit that one too, but for a smaller value.
I bet a 3-team parlay. Is this the one for $1,400?
The last one was Indiana over.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Texas Tech money line, Georgia money line, and then the over in the Indiana Penn State game.
Which you just got.
I bet $500 and won 1471.
Whoa.
Dude, that is awesome.
But I need I
you
don't
need
need
Christian.
it. I don't need it. I would like to have Christian.
No, but you got to say it that
I
way.
don't want to bet.
Oh, man, I need this.
I don't want to bet.
Sometimes my kids will hear me saying like, "I need this," and they're like, "What do you mean,
Oh,
Dad?"
no.
I didn't mean it like that.
That's going to be a core memory from them. Dad
Boys, relax.
whispering to himself that he really needed a betting win.
We're good. We're good.
What happened with your boys' baseball team?
Basketball.
Oh, I thought it was baseball last time. Basketball, yeah.
He made the team.
He did?
All right.
He made the team, which is awesome. He's super pumped. But dude, I'm telling you, this whole process has just been weird. It's been 2 weeks of tryouts, very secretive, tape on the windows, no parents, whatever, right? And then the whole process of finding out if he made the team was, parents, we will send an email out at 10:30 p.m.
To everybody?
to well, they didn't say that. They just said they'll send an email out notifying you if your kid made the team.
So if you didn't make it, you didn't get an email?
Not sure.
Because you got one.
I got the email, and then I looked at who else got the email, just to kind of see. And it's
Were they up there in the BCC? They put other parents in there?
No, it was one of those like to themselves,
Oh.
where it looks like that's weird. They emailed themselves, but it got to all of us. And so what was weird about the email, it said parents don't communicate with other parents about this. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, so to me, that's telling me that they didn't tell everyone that they didn't make it. Maybe the email just went out to the parents of the kids that did make it. Don't talk about it to any other parents. So I'm sitting at home on Saturday night being like, who do I tell? Like, I know all the other dads. Like, we go to all the practices together.
It would be weird to text one and be like, did your kid make it? And they're like, I don't know. But
Correct. And then I had one parent the next day, like it was like, later in the afternoon, text me and say, congratulations, I heard your son made it. I didn't know how to respond. I'm like, are we supposed to be talking right now? Like,
did they make it? Did you really hear that? Are you just throwing some chum out there to see
Dude,
what comes up?
maybe it was the weirdest. This whole thing has just been so weird to me, and I don't know why. Don't know why middle school sports has to be this weird.
When do they play?
They play twice a week, and their first game's in a couple weeks.
Do they travel at all?
Yeah, but it's all local. I think the furthest travel, they're playing in Kentucky, one little tournament in Kentucky, but it's like Kentucky near us.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, 45 minutes away.
Is he pumped?
Super pumped, dude. He's so excited. But I think 15 kids made it. So I'm like, all right, you made the team, but now it's time to make the starting squad.
Do you think he will?
I don't know. He's really good. He's just short. And so just depending on I think skill wise, like he's probably in the top. But they've got to see a leader in him. They've got to see like more than just like a pretty good ball handler. They got to see like, all right, this kid's a good leader. He'd be a good point guard, and then he'll be the starter. But we'll see, man. TBD.
You know what I had that was really good was cherry barbecue sauce.
Really? Is it cherry flavored barbecue sauce?
I don't know about flavored. I think it had cherries in it.
Really? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it made
What made you think of that? A basketball?
I think I was skipping the topic.
A basketball's around. Cherries are around.
I think I was looking at the time. A few things. My foot's killing me.
Yeah, dude, we got to get some meds in you.
And it's hard to focus on anything. I want to know about your son, and then it just kept going. And
I'm sorry. I should have.
No, I don't think you went too long. I think I just don't have much.
I got you.
And I'm thinking I need to get something in me. It'd be good food. And then I thought
Barbecue would be nice.
And then I'm like, we're about to wrap this up. And I was like, anything else I want to say? And for some reason it popped up. I've had some cherry barbecue sauce.
What
It's
did
really
it
good.
taste like? Like cherry Coke? But
No, it
barbecue
tastes like
sauce?
barbecue sauce. Had a hint of cherry flavor, and also had little cherries in it.
That's cool.
It was really good.
That
I didn't
sounds
know
good.
if that was like a common thing.
Never heard of that.
My wife has asked me a couple times when you're going to come cook for us.
Yeah. When do you want it? Really? Like, just say the time, dude. I'll come. Do you want me to bring the Blackstone and do the whole deal?
You have to ask her. Probably not.
Because I have to rent a trailer for that.
Probably not then. Probably not.
Okay.
All right. We're done. Brandon, how'd you do this weekend?
Come on, Brandon.
I did all right. I hit a few. Didn't hit a bunch.
That's not a good weekend.
No, it's not.
You didn't see the S in the sky. Got it.
No, yeah.
Any McCaffrey touchdown?
Not yet.
They have the ball at least. I have him on my fantasy team too. Like it's just it's a double need.
And I'm playing you.
No,
Is it
I'm
that
not on
fantasy
that team.
team? Oh,
No.
okay.
I don't consider that like my real league. I'm be honest with you.
Me either, dude.
Like I know we all
Honestly,
playing it together.
I know.
But it's like I don't consider that to be like a real league.
There was a time when that was
That
the main
was
league.
the main league. And I don't ever want to play in two leagues. I'm always a one league guy. But then I got in another league.
More money,
Yeah.
more stakes. Sure,
Yeah, so
I
that
get
one
it.
feels like it's really the real league.
I get it. Oh, before we end it, what do we? So we just need Kansas City to win to make some. What do we need in our league? In our money making league, money making, money losing league.
We've already exhausted it because Kansas City didn't play. They're on bye.
Oh, they're on bye, so
Yeah.
we're done.
We're done.
Which was weird because we had two teams play each other,
Yeah.
and then Miami.
Mm-hmm. But the good thing is, I can't believe Miami beat Buffalo
Yeah.
because that means we have to pay out Buffalo though as winner.
Oh, so we skipped that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's really good. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a big win.
Yeah, it's
Dolphins
huge.
freaking beating
I know,
Buffalo. All right. Love to have Christian McCaffrey touchdown. If you hear a scream, that's probably me if we hit that one. That's it. We'll see you guys later on in the week. That's it. I'm done. I don't even know where we are on the show. So, Mike, have we done enough for this to count as a show?
We are good. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys later in the week. Bye, everybody. Boy, thank you.